What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Lex, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm going to be sharing with y'all my favorite 2024 body mists. We are wrapping up the year, heading into 2025. I honestly cannot believe how quickly we sped through this year, y'all, and it's honestly still very much a whirlwind, but I do have quite a few favorite body mists that I picked up here that I'm looking forward to using into the new year, because I do plan on going on somewhat of a no-buy when it comes to body mist and body care and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to just enjoying what's in my collection and doing a lot more shop my stash style videos. But as far as today's video is concerned, these are just the body mists from various different brands, but mostly Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secret, that I really feel like stood out to me and I really enjoyed using. So if you are interested in seeing what my favorite body mists were from 2024, then let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, I'm going to start with what is probably my most recent Bath & Body Works body mist pickup. I did pick this up during winter semi-annual sale, which is still going on at the time of me filming this video. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I picked up during the sale, I will link my haul up top. But this is the Emily in Paris Macaron Cloud. And y'all, I'm not going to say I shaded this when it first came out, but I was really not impressed overall with this collection when it first came out. But it wasn't until I went into the store and genuinely tried this on and walked around a little bit that I was like, girl, you need to take this home with you. So Macaron Cloud has notes of macaron delight, Parisian spun sugar, and pink berries. I think the reason why I skipped over this the first initial time was because so many people were comparing this to cotton candy clouds and boardwalk taffy and things like that. And I can definitely see the correlation, but somebody else commented and basically let me know that to them, this smells very similar to whipped berry meringue, and I can absolutely see that. So we never saw that collection come back, the collection that had whipped berry meringue, coconut cream pie, the, what was the other one? The peach prosecco macaron. Like, we never saw that collection come back. So this definitely to me smells a lot closer to whipped berry meringue, but I would say I definitely get a sweet, sugary macaron note in here. And this also reminds me, like, the longer that I have this, you guys, ever since the first time that I have used this and sprayed it a few times, it is like slowly starting to get stronger and stronger in my collection. And it is definitely starting to remind me a little bit of Bath & Body Works wrapped in vanilla. It has that same sugary, sweet, like confectioner sugar, almost whipped meringue like undertone that is very similar to a macaron. So if you guys have ever had a macaron, it just has this kind of airy, sugary sweetness to it that I really like. So I've really been enjoying this one. And even though this was a pickup very late into the year, I'm talking as recently as a week ago, I have really been enjoying this one. So if you guys have not tried it, definitely pick it up now because it is 75% off. And this collection most likely will not be going into 2025. Now, the next one, we're going to actually backtrack a little bit. Now, this is not a new release by any means, but this is a scent that Bath & Body Works brought back during summer semi-annual sale. And I was like so excited because me and my mom used to wear this one down many summers ago. This was one of our favorites. And to this day, it is still one of my favorites, even though I haven't really reached for it because I got it during the summer. And by the time I picked it up, summer was ending. So I did not wear it as much as I wanted to. But this is Tahiti Island Dream. And this was, again, a returning classic this year. Notes of fresh coconut water, sparkling mandarin, kiwi blossom, lush frangipani, and Tahitian vanilla musk. And y'all, this scent just honestly really transports me to like a tropical vacation. It's not your typical tropical super fruity scent. It's more of a very refreshing, borderline clean coconutty vanilla, and it just layers so beautifully with any summery scent, any fruity scent. It just smells so good, y'all. I just love this, and it's so nostalgic for me. It's not like the most amazing thing that I've ever smelled in the world, but I think this is just one of those scents that became so ingrained in being a part of my scent journey so early on in life that it's always going to be something that I revisit. And I was so excited when they brought it back because this was like my favorite summertime Bath & Body Works scent for such a long time. So yeah, if you guys have not smelled this one, hopefully they bring it back next summer because it has, I'm pretty sure they discontinued it again, but you can probably find it on Mercari or something. The next one that surprisingly, I thought I was going to declutter this year before it ended up being a favorite of mine, but This is the pumpkin swirl cake. This one has notes of pumpkin spice, caramel toffee, and creamy vanilla. This one kind of grew on me, y'all, because originally I kind of wrote it off as just another generic pumpkin scent. I'm just like, I'm kind of over the pumpkin-y spicy scents. I'm not going to want to wear this after the fall. But y'all, in this one, I think what really stood out the most to me was that caramel toffee note. This has such a golden, almost like a butterscotch caramel type of scent, like the Mrs. Werther's butterscotch candies. That is kind of the vibe that this gives me. And this is one that I really enjoyed layering with things. So this was definitely a standout gourmand release to me from Bath & Body Works. Next on the lineup, this was another new release that really surprised me by how much I liked it. This is probably my favorite one now from this line, but this is the Gingham Glow. So this is the newest Gingham flanker. And this one came out, I want to say right around the time of summer semi-annual sale, but this one has notes of golden nectar, marigold petals, and sun-soaked sandalwood. This is definitely what I would consider like the perfect end of summer going into fall type of scent, because it just has this very warm yellow floral type of vibe, but the sandalwood that is mixed in here makes this slightly woody, a little creamy, and kind of just, it gives you like a summer night type of vibe, or a summer vacation. You're dressing up, you're going out, you have on like your body glitter, and you're like tan from like laying in the sun all day. Like, this is the vibe that this gives me, but it does that without smelling tropical, if that makes sense. Like, if this had like a coconut note in here, that's probably all it would have taken to make this a beachy, tropical, summery scent. But I just think this is a beautiful, warm, woody floral, and it's super sexy. It very much could pass as a perfume. So I'm excited to actually pull this one back out and start wearing it, because I kind of forgot about it. But when I re-smelled it, I was like, yeah, this is definitely a solid release from them this year. And speaking of solid floral releases from them this year, this is another one that was kind of a sneaky favorite of mine, but this was the Bridgerton Collection Diamond of the Season. Y'all, this one smells so freaking good. And from the notes, you would not expect it to smell as sweet as it does, but this has notes of sparkling peach, spring daffodil, and radiant jasmine. This very much smells like a sour peach candy. And that doesn't sound appealing necessarily, but something about the daffodil in here, I think the daffodil is giving it kind of this greenness that is making it smell a little sour, but it really just smells like a sour peach candy, like the dusting that's on top of it, and it's just super sweet. It's got a little bit of a tanginess to it. So this is very much a beautiful, juicy spring scent, but this is also something I'm very much probably going to play around with in the cold, because I think this is going to layer beautifully with those scents you want to add kind of this juicy sweetness to, and really give some of your other floral fragrances a little bit of body, a little bit of fun, a little flirty vibe. And this was really nice. So this is another one that is currently 75% off at Bath & Body Works right now. So if you guys are watching this during the time of winter semi-annual sale, I definitely recommend you guys try to pick this one up if you can find it in your store. Now, this one right here, y'all, I think was so many of the girlies' favorites, and rightfully so, because this is another solid release from Bath & Body Works, probably in my top 3. This is a Vanilla Romance, and Vanilla Romance has notes of fresh cardamom, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. I've talked about this in so many videos now. I've talked about it in my favorite winter perfume mist video, so if you have not seen that, I will link it up top so you guys can check it out. And this is just such a sexy, alluring, captivating mist. This does not smell like a typical body mist in the slightest. This has some layers. This has some depth. It opens up very spicy as that vanilla starts to come in, that woody vibe starts to come in. This is just so unique, intriguing, another major compliment getter, and also something else that's amazing to layer with, because this is going to add layers and depths to something that you might feel is a little too sweet, a little too gourmand. On the flip side of that, adding something a little sweeter to this does tone down the spice in here if you are not a fan of cardamom, which I love, but I feel like this can be a little too spicy for some people's taste. So if you layer this with a creamier vanilla, coconut, things like that, this is just a bomb scent that I have been absolutely loving. So I did pick this up in the perfume as well, but if you can still find this in your stores, I would absolutely recommend picking it up, because I have heard this is going to be discontinued next year. So yeah, this is one I definitely stocked up on, and I'm really happy to have in my collection. Now, this is another one that was so nostalgic for me this year, y'all, and this is the Bath & Body Works Honeycomb Mist. this mist I have been putting a hurting on, okay? And this actually was a new release, even though this scent in general was not new. But when this collection first came out, they did not have an accompanying body mist to go with it. So when this came out with a mist this year, girl, I was like so excited. So I probably have like 4 of these in my collection because I love this scent so much. I used to get so many compliments on the body butter scent of this alone. I would literally just wear the body butter or the lotion, and it kind of became my signature scent, or like my base scent for all of my perfumes when this collection first came out years ago. So I just have a very strong attachment to it because of that. But this is definitely a very warm, sweet honey scent that is sweetened from that shea butter, but also has this kind of underlying floral perfumey dynamic about it. And it just smells so good. You can easily wear this across any season. Like, this is going to smell bomb with more smoky, woody vanilla scents in the winter, but also would layer beautifully with your floral perfumes in the spring. So I'm just excited to wear this year round, girl. And I'm just so happy to have this in my collection as a fragrance finally. Last 4 mists from Bath & Body Works before we jump into Victoria's Secret. I'm going to kind of do them collectively just to save us a little bit of time, but it's all from the same collection. And honestly, I feel like this entire collection, minus like the 3 that I just skipped out on, was amazing. Like, this collection was so good from them. And I'm excited to see what the new ones are going to be next year. But this is the Bath & Body Works Everyday Luxuries collection. These are 4 that I really feel like if you haven't gotten a chance to smell yet, definitely get your hands on them and try to grab them up before some of these are discontinued. But this collection as a whole, if you guys did not know, these are all duping very, very popular perfumes that are obviously super, super expensive. So you can get them for a steal, get them for a way better price point in a mist form. So I'm going to run through my personal faves really, really quick. The first one that I found to be one of my personal favorites is the If You Musk. And this one is a dupe for Glossier's You. If you are a fan of those sweet second skin musky fragrances, this is definitely one you want to check out. And this one has the addition of an iris note, which I love as well because it's a more sweet, powdery floral and kind of has that cosmetic lipstick vibe. So this is an amazing one to use as a base for any of your scents and add that like your skin but better twist to any of your fragrances to kind of personalize it to you and your layering combo for the day. But this is also amazing to wear to bed, amazing to wear to the gym, amazing to wear just fresh out of the shower. You're lounging around with your boo, whatever. I really, really love this one for that. And I just think I'm going to get a ton of use out of this one throughout the year as well. Next one that was a fave of mine. This is the Petal Parade. This is a dupe for Prada Paradox. And this is a very likable, very approachable, super sweet, warm floral as well. So this one has notes of neroli petals, orange flower, and white woods. And this kind of gives me the same vibes of the Gingham Glow. This one just has a heavier floral presence from that orange flower. Yeah, I just really love this one. It's super pretty. And again, this is another one that smells just like it could be a perfume and performs like one as well. The next one that was a standout fave was the Oh Cherry, which is the dupe for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. But I do feel like with this one, I really just get a very smooth, rich cherry that's not super like boozy and in your face and kind of overwhelming like some people feel about Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. So I feel like this is a more approachable version. It's just very sweet. It's rich from that tonka. This smells so good, y'all. And this also reminds me a lot of Finery Not Another Cherry. So if you have that, you probably don't need this in your collection. But if you have that and you like it, or you don't have it and you want something that smells similar to it, definitely try out Oh Cherry. And this one also is a major compliment getter. Last one from the Everyday Luxuries collection, y'all. And by the way, all of the ones that I'm showing you, I have backups of. That's how much I love them. Honorable mention is going to go to Floral Fantasy, the purple one, because I love that one just as much, but I already have so many in this video. So the last one I'm going to finish off with is the Viva Vanilla. This one has notes of rich plum, glowing amber, and addictive vanilla. And I saw a lot of the girlies when this first came out comparing this to Vanilla 28 by Kayali. And while I will say they are in the same family, those kind of rich, spicy vanillas, this is definitely closer in scent to like Vanilla Romance to me. This has also been compared to Sniff's Vanilla Vice, basically in that woody vanilla family, which clearly I love. So this is another one that is a compliment getter that is very, very long lasting. I don't believe they're discontinuing this one. They do sales, like little pop-up sales on this collection every so often. So I would go ahead and get your hands on it just in case, because you just never know with Bath & Body Works, but this was definitely a favorite of mine this year as well. All right, y'all, now let's go ahead and move into some Victoria's Secret, and then we're going to finish off with some little random one-off brands. Another very, very, very recent pickup. If you guys have not seen my Victoria's Secret semi-annual sale haul, definitely check that out. I will link it up top. But I just picked this up and I'm absolutely loving this one. The only thing I don't love is I cannot always wear this one because it has shimmer in it. So this is definitely one that I will plan on wearing if I am dressing up, going out, and I'm showing some skin that I want to have some shimmer, because this is not something ideally I would like to spray on my clothes. But this is the Extra Sweet, and this is one of their newest collections. And Extra Sweet has notes of frosted berries, sugared violets, and candied cloud. And this is a dupe for Parfums de Marly Oriana to me. It literally has that same sugary, sweet, powdery vibe where it smells a little marshmallowy, that has that cosmetic like lipstick feel, but there's also something in here that's giving it kind of a tartness, like a raspberry or something like that. And it just reminds me so much of Oriana. So I really, really love this one. It's also very long lasting as well. So if you are a fan of Parfums de Marly Oriana, or even Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, this is definitely not as sweet as Love Don't Be Shy. But if you like the DNA of Oriana, it definitely smells more closely to that. So if you like those fragrances, you definitely want to check this one out during semi-annual sale, because it is still on sale, I believe. And y'all know Victoria's Secret collections. They are literally gone in a heartbeat, girl. The next two Victoria's Secret mists, these were from the same collection. And this one right here is almost empty, y'all. Like it's less than halfway full. But this is the Bare Vanilla Daydream. This one has notes of fluffy vanilla, soft sandalwood, a delicate take on Bare Vanilla. And this Bare Vanilla in general is just goated, honestly. But this is definitely one of my favorite flankers, because there's something in here that smells like a marshmallow cream, a marshmallow glaze. This smells very, very sweet and fluffy and girly and fun. And I just love this one. And this is another one that is very long lasting for a body mist, surprisingly. And another one that gets me compliments when I layer this with some of my other perfumes. It just adds the perfect amount of sweetness to it. And I've just been addicted to this one. Also from that collection, we have Velvet Petals, Airy Blooms, Sweet Cream, a delicate take on Velvet Petals. And this one smells like Velvet Petals and still has that Velvet Petals DNA, but it almost smells as if there is, like, again, some sort of cream or glaze or drizzle. Like there's something in here that almost makes this borderline smell a little lactonic. And it just smells sweet and girly and fun and flirty. So I was wearing the crap out of this like when this first came out. So this bottle is like halfway empty. So I'm excited to pull this one back out. This is also something that smells really, really cute and candy sweet that you could wear for like Valentine's Day. So I'm probably going to pull this one out for Valentine's Day and do something fun with this one. Now, something else, another recent pickup, that this collection is very hard to find right now. So if you can find this in stores, I would highly recommend picking this up. But this is the Rich Caramel Vanilla. And this one has notes of sweet violet, fuses with dark tonka and vanilla, addictive. Y'all, this smells so good. This smells so good. You get the vanilla, obviously, but you're getting also a very powdery tonka mixed with this very rich caramel note, and this smells so, so good. Vanilla that also has some depth to it. Like it almost smells like there's something in here that's a little bit woody. That's how the caramel is reading to me. Yeah, it just smells so good and deep and seductive. Like if somebody smelled this on you, they would not know it came from Victoria's Secret. So if you can still find this, girl, definitely scoop this up. Another fave from Victoria's Secret, y'all, they really had some hits for me this year. I'm not gonna lie. I normally don't like stay on top of the Victoria's Secret releases, but they had some solid hits this year. This next one that I have absolutely been loving is the Vanilla Bean and Macadamia. And this is basically a sweet, creamy vanilla, but it has macadamia in here, and I think the macadamia is adding not only the creaminess, but it's adding almost a clean vibe to this. So this is like a clean girl vanilla. It's not straight up gourmand to me. I will say though, if you guys are able to find the body butter or the body oil, those are very, very sweet to me. They almost have a marshmallowy vibe, but the body mist to me, while it is sweet, it does have kind of this underlying clean smell to it, and I think that is coming from the macadamia. So this is another perfect layering scent. Great for the vanilla girlies who don't want to smell like straight up food, but you still want to smell sweet and clean and have something to layer with your other fragrances. Please go ahead and try her out. Last Victoria's Secret mist, y'all, that I have absolutely been obsessed with, and I'm so glad that during semi-annual sale I was able to find a few more of these at my store, but this is the Pistachio Creme. I was using it so sparingly because I did not want to run out of it, but now that I was able to get a couple backups, I'm good. So this one has notes of rich pistachio kisses, decadent candied almonds, and it says vanilla glaze and solar musk. This smells so good, y'all. Like, I know I'm saying that about all of these, but first of all, it's a favorites video, so of course they all smell good to me. But if you are a pistachio lover, if you love Kayali's Yum Pistachio or Sniff Heal the Way, this is in that same family where it is a creamy, sweet, delicious, gourmand pistachio. It's not super salty like scents like Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62 and things like that. It's very, very sweet, caramelized, vanilla glaze. It almost smells a little bit like a pistachio ice cream with this underlying sweet, fragrant musk, and it just smells so, so delicious, y'all. So I'm so excited to play around with this one a little bit more now that I have some backups and I can go ham with my sprays. And we're going to finish with two more mists from other brands. So this one, which is empty, that I do need to go ahead and re-up on, but this was absolutely a favorite. This is the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 59. As you guys can see from this video, and if you know my fragrance taste in general, I love a powdery scent, especially if it's a powdery vanilla, because 9 times out of 10, those types of scents give you that marshmallow effect, that fluffy, airy, fun sweetness that I just really love. And this absolutely did that. But it also has the underlying woody factor added in. So this overall was just such a sexy, easy to layer fragrance. And even when I wore this by itself, y'all, this is probably now my most complimented Sol de Janeiro body mist to date, which it used to be Cheirosa 71. But after going through this bottle, y'all, literally every time I wore this, I got a compliment, and I was actually very, very shocked. So some days I would just wear this by itself, and I'm talking heads were turning, especially if I layered this with the body butter. So I will definitely be re-upping on this and adding it back to my collection. And one of you guys told me that there's a perfume that smells like this by 5 Cents, I believe, called, I forgot what the name of it is, but I'll put a picture of it over here so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because I do think I want to pick that up, because one of you guys let me know it smells just like this. So if I can have this in a perfume, girl, I will be running to the store to pick this up. The last body mist that I have been loving, something else that I've been using a little sparingly, but I am going to go ham with now because I finally have the large bottle of this as well as the perfume. But this is the Phlur Vanilla Skin. And y'all, I just have to say this is probably, next to Cheirosa 59, my favorite body mist released of all of 2024. This smells so good, and not only that, performs like an eau de toilette, even some eau de parfums, y'all. Like, this lasts so long. It has a great sillage, great little scent bubble, got me tons of compliments, layered beautifully with so many things. So Vanilla Skin has top notes of pink pepper, pink apple, and sugar crystals, middle notes of lily, jasmine petals, and cashmere woods, and base notes of vanilla, sandalwood, and agarwood. So obviously this has so many of the notes that I just absolutely love. Oh my God, y'all, this smells incredible, intoxicating. If you are a true gourmand girly, this is for you. This honestly reminds me a bit of the Victoria's Secret Caramel Vanilla. They share that very seductive, alluring, sweet vanilla, but to me, again, this also smells like there's caramel in here. There's something in here that is very warm and sticky sweet and just so alluring, so sexy, and another one that is going to get you some compliments as well. So if you have not tried this, highly recommend starting out with the body mist because it performs just as well as the eau de parfum. I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this one up, y'all, because I now have the large size of the mist as well as the perfume. All right, you guys, that is it for my favorite body mist releases of 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If some of these were your favorites, definitely let me know in the comments below. And if you have yet to try some of these, girl, which ones are you interested in? Let me know. I will have everything linked in the description box as well as the shoppable photos. Whatever I can link through the pictures, girl, I will do that as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.